Porsha, who this morning filed for divorce. Well, actually, it was yesterday, according to the reports. She filed for divorce from her husband, Simon Gabadia. So, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Porsha Williams and her husband, Simon Gabadia, are going their separate ways. The returning Real Housewives of Atlanta star submitted the court documents on Thursday in Atlanta, according to People. The filing appears to be private, so it's not immediately clear why Williams made the decision. I'll tell you why, but we're going to finish this story first. A source told the magazine that the cause of the breakup is an ongoing matter. Now, Williams' reps did not immediately respond to Page Six's request for comment. Despite wanting to dissolve her marriage, Williams still has her name Porsha Gabadia on Instagram. Well, she better change it. Williams, who's 42, and Gabadia, who's 59, still follow each other on the social media platform. And he had posted a photo of her in a bikini surrounded by a huge bouquet of red roses, red balloons, and a red teddy bear just last week. All mine, my love, he captioned the February 16th post. The Bravo celebrity shared the same photos from the Valentine's Day shoot on her account with the caption, "Happy wife, happy life, Mrs. Gubadias." The now estranged couple took the Snazzle on a romantic vacation to Dubai. Now, Williams shared a video of herself packing on the PDA with Gubadia while they took a lavish car-turned-boat ride in the United Arab Emirates, sorry. My ride or die. Yes, I thought he was going to die today. Hashtag be his peace. She captioned the clip on February 17th. Williams and Gabadia celebrated their first wedding anniversary on November 2023, sorry. And she celebrated the occasion by gifting him a diamond wedding band. I'm like, Porsha got money like that, but I guess she's still doing reality TV. She probably got endorsements and all other stuff. So, we first saw them come together when she didn't close her legs to that married man when he was with Fallon. Remember her? And then they did The Pursuit of Porsha, which I remember everybody dragged that show down to the ground, saying that whole show was a hot ass mess. And then they had they wound up getting married, and he proposed to her on May 2021 after dating for just 1 month. So it kind of makes you wonder, what was the rush for them to get married? And then now all this stuff comes out. Y'all been married a year, and now, which I heard that when it comes to marriage, aren't you supposed to have like the whole green card situation situated before, like it takes about 2 years or something or another? So I don't know what happened with that. But anyway, so I have to say this is quite strategic on Portia's part, because remember, it wasn't that long ago we found out that she was the first one to sign on for the Real Housewives of Atlanta 16th season reboot. And then she has a future overall deal with NBC Universal. And then maybe not even a week or two later, here comes this stuff about Simon, and his criminal past and him sneaking in and out of the country on with fake visas and IDs and all kinds of criminal scamming shit that a lot of Nigerian people get accused of, which is why I said y'all playing a lot of them stereotypes. There's always a little truth and some stereotypes. I know people get mad over it, but I'm like, if them stereotypes didn't exist, people would have to run around with them. Every demographic has it. And the Nigerian one mainly is always y'all out here pulling scams and identity theft and all that other mess. So I'm not surprised that she would pull this divorce thing. I think she's pulling a divorce thing as a way to like slither her way out of whatever may happen. Because if her name is on the situation with him, she may get pulled into some shit in the courtroom, and you may end up in a situation like Joe and Teresa Giudice. Don't forget about them, because there was some paperwork they found out about him, and he comes to find out he's illegal too. He didn't have his proper papers. They deported his ass to Italy because that's where he was born and raised. But now he lives in the Bahamas, and he said the reason why he moved to the Bahamas was because it's an easier flight for his daughters to get from New Jersey to the Bahamas versus having to get on a plane and get to Italy. It's probably like you probably got to transfer one plane to another. There's probably a lot of stuff, and you don't want to. And I understand, like as a dad, you don't want to put your kids through all of that back and forth with the plane. So whatever you want to do to make it easier for them and accommodate them, that's good. And that's good on his part that he's been able to rehabilitate and rebound himself. Now, him trying to get back in the country, I don't know if that's going to happen. But let's get back to Simon. I'm glad him and Porsha they don't have children. I'm not, Porsha, you cannot tell me that there was love was the reason why you got with Simon. Because we know what Simon looked like. And Ain't nobody like a Porsche gonna marry a Simon unless he got some money. And then that she found out the tea and all the other stuff that's coming out about him, now it's like I gotta distance myself. The all the pomp and circumstance that he been showering you with for the past year of taking you on countless trips and y'all doing all this other stuff. Now the jig is up. Now you've been exposed. You know the wizard in Oz has been revealed, and it's Richard Pryor. Not a real wizard. So now that the jig is up, now you want to sit up in here and backpedal and pussy pop and save face. So Portia, you made I was gonna say she made like the play dumb, although I do think that she ain't playing. I see through your Maybelline, sis. I see through it all. So it is a smart thing that you've been advised to do this, but now I hope at this point, once the ink is dry and you divorce, and that you can move away from that man and his bullshit, and he got to figure out another woman that he could try to get him a visa to come back into the country, that you use this opportunity for you to get on the Real Housewives of Atlanta to rehabilitate yourself in a way of like, because I always look at it as like, a lot of people look at these Real Housewives shows as just like vapidness and whatever, and at times it can be with the drama. Speaking of which, I need to catch up on Beverly Hills because I know the finale aired on Wednesday, I believe. Um, but one of the things I love about the Real Housewives women is the fact that when they come from that place of, oh, I'm a housewife and I'm beholden to the man. He's the one that has the money. He's the one that tells me what I can do and how I can, I gotta beg him for money or the card so I can go shop and do whatever while he off doing all the bullshit he doing, like it was like a Kelsey Grammer and Camille Grammer type situation. Oh, I just put her on the show so she can leave me alone and you can run around there fucking that other woman that you was fucking that we later on found out on the show, season 1, when what is it? Miss Dubois had to get her ass together. We was getting Kyle together, but ended up getting Miss Mamas together. But anyway, so what I love about the housewife because all the reasons. So I always got to get to the point. So what I liked about the housewives and all this stuff is when the women find their own inner strength without having to depend on that billionaire husband, that businessman husband, to be able to get the Chanels and all that other stuff. I always like about the housewives that the women find their own independence as a woman. So Porsha, this is your opportunity for you to do that. This is your opportunity for you to use this opportunity to turn your lemons into lemonade and show that, you know what, I am starting to do this for me and not trying to live for your mother with them crooked ass wigs she be wearing, where she always trying to push a man on your ass and thinking that you got to find you a wealthy man or whatever the case is to keep you whole and complete. Because her mother do that too much. And I'd have been like Whitney Houston and waiting to exhale when she said to her mother, he a good man, Savannah. Well, then you fuck him then. Remember that? That's what I would have to do to my mother at one point if she gonna be something there doing that. Well, he a good man, Savannah. Okay. Well, then you fuck him. You marry him. But I'm not gonna sit and settle for no bum because he got a good job and he got good credit, but he a damn cheater or he's an abuser or he's an alcoholic. It's like, no, we're not doing that. Because that's the problem with the boomers. The boomers done pass that shit down, and that's where all that generational trauma and stuff come from. Where you pass that down to your kids, and what kind of example are you setting for your daughters? Where they got to sit up here and thinking it's okay for y'all to be out here just accepting motherfuckers because they got a good damn job and you got good security if you stay with his ass long enough and tolerate the bullshit. I don't think so. A new day is coming, or a new day has come, in the words of Celine Dion.